It looks like we're finally here. We've finally come to an end of Spring Summer 22. We had our ups and we had our downs. But one thing I know will always ring true. Supreme should have some more overpriced shit ready for you in about 6 weeks.
I feel like I'm chosen. I'm covered in gold.
Welcome back, friends, to another edition of Fauntleroy's Finest. We are about to close out the Spring Summer 22 season right here. Oh, I know, it is kind of sad. What can you do? It's the circle of drip. So yes, this is going to be the last week for the Spring-Summer 22 season, and I do expect to see the Spring-Summer 22 sale next week. They dropped the Fall-Winter 21 sale at midnight on Monday, after the final week's drop.
Yeah, that's nice. Gotta go.
We definitely should get some information over the weekend on items that could potentially be in the sale. The best things to focus on there are like pants and jackets, things that would be normally overpriced, and you could potentially make about 30% on these products just by getting retail back for them.
Oh my, my, my.
So there are definitely some great deals to be had during the Supreme sale. It is definitely something you should pay attention to, and as soon as I hear anything about it, I'll let you folks know.
Now, I don't know anything about that.
That being said, make sure you're a subscriber, make sure you have notifications on, like these videos, and if you want up-to-the-minute information, join the Discord, the Fauntleroy's Finest free Discord. We have all kinds of information in there about Supreme, about Palace, about Nike, Yeezy, any kind of big drop that's going on. So if you have any questions on streetwear or just anything collectible in general, come on in and ask away.
Shake your booty?
Alright folks, you know it's the end of the year when the left to drop list is this small.
What happened?
I don't expect these canvas backpacks and the canvas totes to actually come back into stock this year. Now they did say they were going to re-release these over time. I just don't expect to see these in week 20. As of right now, we have a very small drop list. Usually the last week of the year isn't very big. They don't have a ton of new stuff to add.
If I were to give you some money out of my wallet, would that ease the pain?
So far, we have 8 items on the list, so let's take a look at them right now. First off, they have this Ralph Steadman work short. I don't expect much from this. The whole Ralph Steadman collaboration this year kind of fell on the floor. I do like Ralph Steadman. I think he has cool artwork. I just don't think that they helped Ralph Steadman out this year with the pieces that they had him do, and then that box logo just pissed everybody off, so I don't see Ralph Steadman shorts doing that well.
Get off my land, you piece of shit!
And we still have these 2 pins that are supposed to come out. Again, I'm not really sure if these are going to show up or not. The GOAT pin may not happen here, but the Nate Loman pin I am hoping for, I am pulling for. Supposedly we are going to get the Nate Loman Vans as well, so it makes sense that these pins would release with the Nate Loman Vans. Not been a fan of Supreme Vans as of late, but I did like what the Nate Loman Vans looked like in some of these preview images that I'm showing you right now. So quite honestly, these could be like some of the better Vans that have come out from Supreme. There's not going to be a ton of branding on them, so hype beastie people might not be into these, and that means that resale might not be that great. No matter what they end up doing on the resale market, I really do think that these are some of the better Vans that Supreme has put out lately.
Shoot your eye out.
Alright, and then they do have this cotton utility jacket. It's kind of boring, nothing special. Hopefully it's just something that hits the sale next week and we can scoop them up for cheap. I'm still a big fan of this hand style short sleeve shirt. I like that it has the embroidered hand style tag, small in the chest, and I think at a price point of $68, big sizes of these could easily get into the hundreds. And it's honestly a really cool shirt. It'd make a really good personal and something that I'm thinking of grabbing just for the heck of it. They have another camp cap here, the linen fitted camp cap. Not really sure what that means. I guess they have a fitted camp cap now. I suppose if these are fitted like New Era hats, I would say, you know, the bigger sizes are better. Size 8 is always going to be the rarest in fitted hats. The black and the brown seem to be like the move. But they have had so many camp caps this season, I just don't know if the fitted camp cap is really going to pop off like it should. And then we obviously still have this bench that was supposed to come out a couple of weeks ago. I guess it's going to come out now. It's a $400 bench. It doesn't have a back. I can't lean back on my bench. It's kind of the one thing that I really, really want in a bench. The ability to lean back. I don't see any resale on this bench. It's a cool item. If you have a shop or something like that, definitely a cool item to have out in the front, have people be able to wait on. The only thing this bench is really good for is you can lay down on it after you had a heart attack when you realized how much you paid for this particular bench. Doctors sold separately. Yeah, so I'm not a big fan of this bench. Again, cool item, just the retail on it was really, really high. And then we have the Supreme Umbro Soccer Ball. That's right, we are getting an overpriced soccer ball from Supreme. It looks like they have two different colors. It seems like the regular soccer ball with just the Supreme logo on it, and then there is a camo one, and I do believe that the Supreme logo is on the front of that one as well. If your choice is between a camo ball and a ball with a big box logo on it, I would think the ball with the big box logo on it would be the one to go after. But if they both have a big box logo on them, I would go with the one with a little more color on it. But obviously on Thursday, Supreme's balls are going to be two different colors. I don't really know if this is going to be a good resale item or not. Honestly, the accessories have not been really doing it for Supreme, but it is a really neat item, and if the retail isn't crazy, I'm definitely going to be going for one. I'm thinking that these will be around $60. Anything more, I start thinking about getting them, and anything less, it kind of turns into a no-brainer for me.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
We already talked about the Vans collaboration that we haven't gotten official images for yet that will be releasing this week, the Nate Loman Vans collaboration. But Supreme will have a clothing collaboration this week with Griffin. And there's some really neat items that are going to be coming out. For sure, there's going to be this anorak and then a pair of pants to go along with it. They kind of have that Junya Watanabe CDG from last year vibe.
I will fucking laser you with alien fucking eyes and explode your fucking head.
I do think that these items are going to have a pretty good price point on them, but if the retails on these aren't too bad, folks have been talking about these items through the whole season. There's been a ton of hype around this anorak, but in my opinion, the pants that are going to come out with this collaboration are probably where it's at the most, as far as like the most resale value in anything to be released. But again, all that's going to depend on retails. These retails could go through the roof and be ridiculous. Either way, I know these are going to be really nice items, so until I see the retails for any of this stuff, I really can't predict what's going to sell and what's not. So that's all we know right now for the Supreme stuff. I'll get more info out to you on Supreme as more info comes to me. As far as other stuff coming out this week, Larry did give us a look at what is releasing for Palace this week. I really kind of dig the multicolored tri-ferg on the long sleeve shirt. The what I'll assume are swim shorts look pretty cool as well. And it looks like they're going to throw out a couple more of those Constellation pieces as well. Palace actually looks like it has a pretty decent little drop this week too.
Well played, Gargle.
Larry also showed us some new FTP leaks for all you FTP freaks out there. This looks like some kind of racing jacket. That sweater looks really neat with the perspective. The pants with the big FTP graffiti on the side. And then obviously we gotta go with the FTP Bear Chinos. I can't imagine that there's a better pair of chinos out there in the entire universe.
Fuck the police coming straight from the underground.
And whether this is for bad or for good, he also showed us some images of the upcoming Travis Scott Dior collaboration. I'm not really feeling much of anything from this, maybe one of these shirts, but the shoes look terrible, and you know it's gonna cost like $8 billion a piece, so probably can skip the hell out of all of this unless you have a trust fund and your dad owns some major oil company.
I drink your milkshake.
And then as far as low-key brands releasing this week, two of my favorite brands are actually doing a collaboration tomorrow, Half Evil and Nothing Personal. I did see a leak of a pair of shorts and a shirt that they're coming out with. I actually do dig the shorts a lot. They have a long sleeve tee as well. And that actually releases tomorrow, Tuesday, July 5th at 4:30 Eastern Time. So I expect to see maybe a few more items than what is leaked so far. But either way, you know I'm going to be checking those guys out. And then I hate to knock two of my favorite brands off the #1 spot, but I'm going to say that my favorite item that Larry has posted in the low-key lookbook this week is this Kang the Conqueror tee from Beyond Cursed. This is a really cool all-over print, and it's going to be limited to 65 pieces, so I'm kind of pissed off at myself already for telling you guys that this is such a cool piece and that it will be coming out on the 9th of July. There are literally only 20 larges, so if I don't get one of those 20 larges, someone is going to get yelled at. Or at the very least, a stern talking to. Really nothing too crazy as far as shoes coming out this week. There's a few dunks that'll come out on sneakers, but I believe that the dunk market's drying up a little bit. If it's not like a really good dunk, it's probably not going to go bananas. The one shoe I would recommend going for this week is probably the Drake shoe.
Left the city, you
This triple black is probably the only thing that's really worth going after, and I'm not 100% sure if it will do well. I'm just going to assume because it's Drake's shoe and he'll wear it around and that'll give it a little bit of clout. That should help it. They probably won't make as much stock on this as, like, say, just a regular Jordan 1 as well, so that will help. It's a really clean, nice black shoe, nothing crazy on it, so it's wearable. That will help as well. And worst case scenario, if it bricks out on you, Nike does give free returns. Alright guys, there you go, just a real quick video. I am going to be traveling tomorrow, so I did want to get a little bit of information for this week's drop out there.
I don't care.
And I will try my best to get at least one more video out here this week on Supreme and just everything else in general. So I hope you guys had a great holiday weekend and continue those good times on into the next week.
Try to make it real clear. We honor the flag, and you crap on it.
And if you feel like you didn't get all the Fauntleroy that you need right now, well, you can check out these videos right here.
We could have been superstars. Remember when we were jacking cars?